There are places on our planet that are more than just geographical locations. They are worlds unto themselves, woven with threads of history, culture, life in its most vibrant forms. India is such a place. It is not merely a country, but a subcontinent of staggering diversity. A realm where every horizon reveals a different story, and every landscape sings a different song. From the colossal ice-crowned peaks of the Himalayas in the north to the sun-drenched, palm-fringed coastlines of the south, India presents a canvas of unparalleled scale and beauty. This is a land of dramatic contrasts: arid, windswept deserts, lush, tropical rainforests, serene backwaters. Our journey through this extraordinary land is an invitation to witness the sheer spectacle of its existence. It is a voyage that will take us across sprawling plains, where some of humanity's earliest stories unfolded, and into bustling cities that pulse with the energy of a billion dreams. We will wander through the ruins of forgotten empires, their stones whispering tales of glory and ambition, and stand in awe before temples, monuments that are not just architectural marvels, but profound expressions of faith and devotion. This journey is more than a simple tour. It is an immersion into a living, breathing entity, a civilization that has endured for millennia, constantly evolving, yet deeply connected to its ancient roots. It is an exploration of a place that challenges perceptions and rewards the curious with wonders at every turn. Imagine a place where the past is not a distant memory, but a living presence, felt in the cool stones of a temple floor, heard in the chants that echo through ancient alleyways, and seen in the rituals that have been performed for thousands of years. We will traverse this land of infinite variety, seeking out 25 of its most unforgettable places. Each location is a chapter in India's epic saga, a piece of a magnificent puzzle that reveals the soul of a nation. Join us as we embark on this journey into the heart of India. To understand the soul of India, we must travel back in time to the very dawn of its story. Long before the great empires of Rome or Greece, a remarkable civilization flourished on the fertile floodplains of the Indus River. This was the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the world's first great urban cultures, emerging over 5,000 years ago. Not tales of kings and conquests written in stone, but quiet evidence of order, ingenuity, and urban living. The ruins of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa show planning and engineering astonishing for their time, a blueprint for community living centuries ahead. The discovery of intricate seals, standardized weights and measures, and beautifully crafted pottery. A highly organized and prosperous society, yet shrouded in mystery, the script of the Indus Valley people remains undeciphered, its secrets locked in symbols etched on thousands of small stone seals. Figurines that appear to be mother goddesses suggest reverence for fertility and nature, while a famous seal depicting a seated, horned figure has been interpreted by some as a prototype of Shiva. The eventual decline is as enigmatic as the rise. The cities were gradually abandoned, their knowledge seemingly lost to the sands of time. The story of the Indus Valley is the foundational chapter of India, a testament to innovation and community, a silent prologue to the epic tale that was about to unfold across the land. As the memory of the Indus Valley faded, a new era of thought and spirituality began to take shape. This was the Vedic period, named after the Vedas. The early Vedic religion was centered around the yajna, or fire sacrifice, to maintain cosmic order and seek blessings from the gods. The later Vedic texts, particularly the Upanishads, began to explore more profound philosophical questions. They introduced foundational concepts that would become central to Indian thought. It was within this fertile intellectual and spiritual environment that Hinduism, as we know it today, began to coalesce. Not a religion with a single founder or a central creed, but rather a family of traditions. The spiritual ferment of this age also gave birth to two other major world religions, Buddhism and Jainism. Both emerged as reform movements challenging existing Vedic rituals. This era was not just a dawn, it was a brilliant explosion of spiritual inquiry, creating a rich, diverse, and deeply philosophical landscape that would forever define the soul of India. Following a period of disparate kingdoms, the first great Indian empire emerged in the 4th century BCE, the Mauryan Empire under Ashoka the Great. After the brutal Kalinga War, He was horrified by the bloodshed and renounced violence, embracing Buddhism. He erected towering pillars of polished sandstone. These were not simple proclamations of power, but public messages urging ethics, non-violence, and religious tolerance. During this classical age, some of India's most breathtaking sacred art was created. In Ajanta's rock-cut caves, artists painted vibrant murals of the Buddha. Hidden in darkness for centuries, these paintings offer a vivid glimpse into ancient life and faith. At nearby Ellora, artisans went further. They carved entire temples from solid cliff rock. The Kailasa temple at Ellora is the world's largest monolithic sculpture, a colossal Mount Kailash carved from a single basalt mass. An act of creation that almost defies belief. They are the first powerful echoes of the human spirit in stone, foundational works that set the stage for the architectural wonders that were yet to come. Our journey into the heart of ancient India begins in a place that is not merely old, but timeless. This is Varanasi, also known as Kashi, the city of light. These ghats are the soul of Varanasi, a sprawling, vibrant stage where the full spectrum of human life and death unfolds every day. As the first rays of the sun illuminate the river, the city awakens to temple bells, chants, and murmured prayers. Thousands of devotees descend the steps to immerse themselves in the Ganges. Varanasi is considered by Hindus to be one of the most sacred places to die. This public ritual is a natural and essential part of life's journey. As day turns to night, the ghats transform once more for the Ganga Aarti, a spectacular fire ceremony, creating an atmosphere of electric devotion. Leaving the spiritual intensity of Varanasi, we journey to a place where stone comes alive in a breathtaking celebration of life itself, Khajuraho. The sculptures that cover these temples are a visual encyclopedia of medieval Indian life. Every inch of their surface is adorned with figures that seem to pulse with life. However, Khajuraho is most famous for its explicit erotic sculptures. They depict human love and intimacy with a frankness and artistry that is both startling and beautiful. Khajuraho is not just an archaeological site. It is a profound artistic statement about the unity of life, a dance of creation and passion frozen in stone for 1,000 years. Our journey now takes us further south, into a landscape that feels otherworldly. This is Hampi, the hauntingly beautiful ruins of a once mighty empire. Perhaps the most spectacular testament to Vijayanagara's artistic genius is the Vitala temple complex, famous for its musical pillars and its iconic stone chariot. From this vantage point, you can truly appreciate the scale of what was lost, and yet also feel the powerful spiritual energy that still permeates this incredible place. Hampi is more than just a collection of ruins. It is an epic poem written in stone, a poignant reminder of the impermanence of power and the enduring beauty of what is left behind. Our journey now takes us to the eastern coast of India, where a colossal monument stands as a poetic tribute to the sun. This is the Konark Sun Temple. The entire structure is designed to look like Surya's celestial chariot. These wheels are not merely decorative, they are functional sundials. The great Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore once wrote of Konark, "Here the language of stone surpasses the language of man." We travel to the ancient city of Madurai. At its heart lies a temple complex, so vast, vibrant and overwhelming that it feels less like a single building and more like a celestial city on earth. These towers are completely covered in a riot of color, adorned with an estimated 33,000 sculptures. Each Gopuram is a technicolor library of Hindu mythology. Within the temple's vast enclosures, there are countless wonders to discover. There is the Hall of 1,000 Pillars, each one intricately carved with different figures. We journey back to central India, to the great stupa at Sanchi, a solid, dome-shaped mound containing sacred relics. Its 4 magnificent Taranas are carved with continuous narrative panels telling the Buddha's life. In early Buddhist art, the Buddha is never shown in human form. We travel east to Bihar, to the small town of Bodh Gaya, the very epicenter of the Buddhist world. It is here that Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha. Just a short distance away lies the ruin of a place that was once the intellectual epicenter of the ancient world. Nalanda, one of the first great residential universities in recorded history. Its great library was set ablaze, and according to historical accounts, it burned for months, a catastrophic loss of knowledge for the entire world. As the classical age of India began to wane, a new and powerful force emerged. By the 13th century, they had established a powerful kingdom with its capital in Delhi, known as the Delhi Sultanate. The architecture of the Delhi Sultanate was a dramatic departure. The result was Indo-Islamic architecture, a true synthesis. At its base stands the Quwwat-ul-Islam Mosque. It was built using carved pillars and stone from 27 demolished Hindu and Jain temples, a stark statement of the new order. From the foundations laid by the Sultanate, a new and even more powerful empire would rise, the Mughal Empire, culminating in a building that has become synonymous with India itself, the Taj Mahal. The architectural genius of the Taj Mahal lies in its exquisite detail. These stones are fashioned into intricate floral patterns and flowing calligraphic inscriptions. Just a short drive from the splendors of Agra lies another more enigmatic Mughal creation, Fatehpur Sikri, the City of Victory. Most fascinating is the Diwan-i-Khas. Legend says Akbar sat on that central platform as the symbolic heart of his empire to discuss state and faith with his advisors. While the Mughals were consolidating their power, another formidable force was making its mark on the landscape. The Rajputs, renowned for their chivalry, their fierce independence, and their magnificent forts. The most spectacular part of the fort is the Sheesh Mahal. It is said that even a single candle flame, when lit inside, can illuminate the entire room, creating the illusion of a star-studded sky. We venture deep into the heart of the Great Thar Desert. This is Jaisalmer Fort, a colossal citadel that for centuries has stood as a lonely sentinel. Of all the great forts of Rajasthan, none embodies the Rajput spirit of pride, of honor, and of tragic sacrifice more than Chittorgarh. Our journey takes us south to the Deccan Plateau. Here, in the heart of the old city, stands the Charminar. Before Hyderabad had its Charminar, the power in the Deccan resided in a fortress of legendary strength and wealth. The mighty Golconda Fort. A handclap at a specific point beneath the grand portico of the Fateh Darwaza can be heard clearly at the Bala Hissa, the highest point of the fort, almost a kilometer away. The late medieval era in India was soon to be disrupted by a new force arriving not over land but by sea. The Portuguese were first to succeed. This long period of Portuguese rule has given Goa a unique cultural identity. It's a place where East and West have mingled to create a vibrant, syncretic culture. The legacy of the Portuguese is most powerfully felt in Old Goa. The most famous of these is the Basilica of Bom Jesus. After the Portuguese, European rivals arrived, Dutch, French and English, arriving in the 17th century, establishing trading companies and competing fiercely. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 is often seen as the pivotal moment, a decisive victory that gave the company control over the immense wealth of Bengal. After the Great Indian Rebellion of 1857, the British government took direct control. This period, known as the British Raj, was the high noon of empire. We travel to Kolkata. Here stands a magnificent edifice of white marble, the Victoria Memorial, a grand monument built to commemorate Queen Victoria. The British also introduced new systems and built vast infrastructure projects like railways, canals and telegraph lines. Seeking respite, they looked to the cool, temperate climes of the Himalayan foothills. Shimla was the official summer capital of British India. Darjeeling, nestled in the lesser Himalayas of West Bengal, world-renowned for its tea. But the true majesty of Darjeeling is its view. This railway, affectionately known as the toy train, is a marvel of 19th century engineering, offering a slow, enchanting journey through the stunning landscape. Leaving the grand narratives of empires, we turn our attention to the incredible natural splendor. Our first destination is the southwestern coast, Kerala. As you drift along the placid canals, you become a silent observer of a life lived in perfect harmony with the water. We travel to the lush, rain-soaked hills of Meghalaya. In response to this challenge, the people of Meghalaya have developed an ingenious form of bioengineering. The living root bridges, unlike man-made structures that decay over time, these living root bridges become stronger as they grow older. Tucked away high in the Garhwal, Himalayas is a place of ethereal beauty, the Valley of Flowers National Park, that for a few short months each year bursts into a spectacular display of color. We travel to a completely different Himalayan world. The high-altitude cold desert of Ladakh lies one of the most surreal and captivating bodies of water in the world, Pangong TSO. The most mesmerizing quality of Pangong TSO is its ever-changing color. This chameleon-like quality is due to the lake's crystal-clear water and its high mineral content. No exploration of India's natural splendor would be complete without venturing into the realm of its most iconic and majestic predator, the Bengal tiger. Seeing one of these magnificent animals walking past an ancient gateway is the quintessential Ranthambore experience. Moving north to the foothills of the Himalayas, we find a very different environment at Jim Corbett National Park. The park is not only a tiger reserve, but also a crucial habitat for wild elephants. On the stroke of midnight on August 15, 1947, the long and arduous struggle against British rule culminated. India awoke to life and freedom. The birth of modern India was a moment of joy and unimaginable pain. Freedom was tragically marred by the violence and mass displacement of partition. The early decades focused on nation building, launching industrial and agricultural projects to lift millions out of poverty. To understand the pulse of modern India, we must travel to its financial capital, entertainment capital, and a city that never sleeps, Mumbai. Our focus is its iconic seafront, a sweeping arc beginning at the gateway of India. Today, it's a bustling backdrop. Our journey now brings us to a city that represents its futuristic aspirations, Bengaluru, the Silicon Valley of India. The city buzzes with the energy of a million ideas, a place where startups are born in coffee shops and the next big thing in tech is always just around the corner. We return to Varanasi, but this time we look at it as a place navigating the complex currents of the modern world. Our journey now takes us to the northernmost reaches, to a place that has been described by poets and emperors for centuries as paradise on earth, Dal Lake. Early in the morning, local farmers gather, their vessels laden with fresh produce grown on man-made floating islands of weed and earth. We venture deep into the heart of the Great Thar Desert, a landscape of stark, minimalist beauty. Our 5,000-year journey across the Indian subcontinent is drawing to a close. We have stood in awe before temples carved from mountains and tombs built from an emperor's love. They have shown us that India is not a single monolithic entity, but a vast and varied tapestry, woven from countless threads of history, culture, religion, and geography. This ability to hold diversity and complexity is perhaps India's greatest strength. It is a unity not born of sameness, but forged from centuries of shared history and cultural exchange. In many parts of the world, history is a subject confined to books. In India, history breathes. It is a living, dynamic force that permeates everyday life. This living heritage provides identity and continuity. This dialogue between past and present gives India its unique depth. The India we leave behind is a nation at a crossroads, a place of immense potential and formidable challenges. The ultimate promise of India lies in the resilience, ingenuity, and indomitable spirit of its people, a spirit that has navigated 5,000 years of tumultuous history. We hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to embark on your own exploration of this incredible land. For India is more than just a place on a map. It is an idea, a philosophy, a constant source of wonder. The journey continues. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures and insider tips on the best places to visit around the world.